Okay, so here is the 2B setup. Okay, so we get this big run. Let me use the pointer here. We get this big run up here, right? And it makes a higher high and a higher low. And then it takes and makes another higher high. When this area here gets taken out, this becomes a 2B setup. Why? Because you made a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, then a lower low. Immediately. In other words, there was no pullback. Normally 1, 2, 3s are followed by, 2Bs are usually followed by 1, 2, 3s, but not all the time, or in this context. There is a 1, 2, 3, but we'll find out a little later. So once this price takes out this low here, okay, and this one doesn't have to close below, it just has to take out the low, then the 2B candle, which would be this guy right over here, that's your highest high, becomes the candle. So if you look at this candle here, the candle is more than 3 points, okay? So you come down from the top 11 ticks, or you come down 3, which would make it 0.75, and come back 1 tick because we're only having an 11 tick stop, and it puts you at 0.1. This is the trade I took this morning. So 0.1 is right there, and you can see right over here, we get filled, puts us in the hole 1 tick, and down for the win. And then it was followed by a 1, 2, 3, but not a 1, 2, 3. In other words, this would have been a 1, 2, 3 to go short, but it never came down here. Instead, it forms a 1, 2, 3 to get back into the trend. And you can see price closed above here, above this 1. Use the pointer. So you got a 1, a 2, and this candle here becomes the 3. See how it takes out the low here? So you got a 2 and you got a 3, and this price over here is closed above here. So my entry is going to be on this candle to go long on the 1, 2, 3. So we look at this guy here. It's only 2 points, so you can put it right on the body, which would be the body of this guy here. And we get filled 99.75 and 98.75, puts us in a hole 5 ticks, and then shoots up for the win. So let's continue to concentrate on 2B. So we made a higher high and then a higher low. And see what happens? This thing came down and took out the swing over here. See how it took out the swing there? So you made a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, then a lower low right immediately. There was no pullback. Normally you get a 1, 2, 3 up here, but it didn't happen. So this candle here becomes the trigger candle. Okay? Now, obviously, it didn't come back to here. So this is off the table now. How big is that candle anyway? The candle is, so it'd be 18.75 up here. Now, I wouldn't take this as an estimate. There's too much time has elapsed here. So I follow the sequence of what's going on right now. So we made it's made a lower low and a lower high, but not a lower low. So you got a 1, 2, 3 sitting up over here. And then it doesn't make it, then it makes a lower low, a lower high, but not a lower low, not a higher high. And you could take a supply trade here, but I was already done with these 2 trades and one on the other one. But just follow the sequence. So once this area here gets taken out, then this becomes the 2B area. Once the swing is taken out, that's the key thing, the swing. See, you didn't make you made a lower low and a lower high, but not a lower low, not a higher high, and then down. So once this swing gets taken out, the trend is changed. 1, 2, 3s and 2Bs tell you about trend changing. That's the key. So the swing is taken out, and now we're going, it's going here. So this would have been a higher high and a higher low and then a higher high, and it didn't take out the low here, so it became a higher low. If it came down here and took out this swing here, then this would be the 2B candle, and you'd be, looking to get up here. But it didn't happen. Let's see if there's any more here. Just to give you an eyeball. Okay, here we go. So you made a higher high here, and a higher low here, and then a higher high here, And once this area here gets taken out, this swing gets taken out, then you got a 2B setup. And but before the 2B setup here is you made a lower low, and then there's the lower high. So basically you had a 2B, and this one was followed by a 1, 2, 3. You would have had an order up here if this didn't happen. So since this guy's happened, this guy would have been 3 points, so 35 would have been a number, which would have been right here. You would have got filled right here, 35, and it went down to 32. So you probably would have ended up with plus 10 on that one. Okay, so then we made okay, here we go. You made a lower low here, and a lower high here, and this one makes a lower low. This takes out the low. This is 26.50, 26.25, and this was 26.50. So once this area here, this swing over here gets taken out, this is your 2B candle right over here, this guy. So let me see if I can draw this out here. Once the swing is taken out, and it was, this guy over here becomes your setup bar. And it's also in conjunction with a supply bar. It just adds to the beauty of it. So this guy here is only 2 points. You put it right on the body, and sure enough, we get filled here, and up it goes. Here's another 2B. So you made a higher high, and then it makes a lower low right over here. Takes out this swing. So this guy becomes your trigger bar right here. So that guy is 33. So 35 is the number. You get filled here. Put you in a whole 35 to 6. Put you in a whole 9 ticks. It was a scary one, but put you in a whole 9 ticks, and then down for the win. I'll just use today's action. It should be good enough. So you got a 1, 2, 3 over here and over here. Okay, here's another 2B setup. You made a high. This will become a higher high and a higher low, then a higher high, then an immediate lower low, right over here. It took out the swing right there. So this guy up here is 2 points. You put it right on the body here, and you can see you get filled over here at what's that, 51.75. You probably would have ended up breaking even on that one, but just to show you what's actually going on here, it's like they're trapping the market. So let's continue to watch this thing here, and so let's see. We made a well. This would have been. This is a pullback trade with a thrust bar. So here's how I look at it. So you made a lower low and a lower high right over here, and then it makes a lower low and it shoots down there. So this guy here would be the setup bar right over there. So 45, puts you in a whole 5 ticks, and then down. So made a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, and then it makes an immediate higher high. It takes out the last swing. So this guy would be my 2B setup right over here. Didn't happen, but I'm just want you to eyeball this stuff. Once a swing is taken out, immediately, without any... See, the reason why I'm saying the word immediately, because if it goes up and then it forms a 1, 2, 3, you don't play with that guy anymore. Now you got the 1, 2, 3. But once it goes out and takes it immediately with no pullbacks to form the 1, 2, 3, that's the 2B. Let's see if there's any more here while we have some time here. No, let me try another day. Let's try Friday. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. This maybe. Okay, yeah, well, that's it. This was definitely, I had taken this guy here and ended up with a break even. Well, this would be a 2B setup right here. So you made a lower low and a lower high and just a lower low, and then it takes out this swing right over here. So this would be my area I'd be looking to get in. It didn't happen, but I'm just showing you what it looks like. So let's see if we can find some other things. Okay, this is a bad day because it was this. It trended. It went sideways. Trended. Went sideways. Let me try another day. Let's try Thursday. Just trying to show you what they look like. It's once a swing is taken out, that's the key. Okay, here we go. So it makes a lower low, a lower high, and a lower low, and then an immediate higher high. This is not a 1, 2, 3. It's all inside bar. You don't count 1, 2, 3s that have an inside bar, so none of this is good. But once price takes out this area right over here, this last lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, then immediately takes this thing out to be a higher high. Well, then this guy here obviously is too big, so you come off the top, come off the bottom 3, which makes it 1950, 19 and a quarter, because we got an 11 tick stop, and bullseye. Connected right there, and up for a win. Okay, here we goes another one. So you made a low, low, higher, high, higher, low, then a higher high. I think I took this. Oh, this would be, yeah, now this becomes the 1, 2, 3 of this downtrend. So you got a 2B followed by the 1, 2, 3. So this guy here would be the area you'd be looking to get in. So that's 421 and a quarter, and you get filled there at 21 and a quarter, and you can see it goes up there. Now this becomes the 2B because it went straight down without forming a 1, 2, 3 over here, and this would be the area where I'd be looking to take the 2B2, but it didn't happen, and you got all of that stuff. Just looking for 2Bs now. So let's see what we got here. That's just a 1, 2, 3. That was a 1, 2, 3. I remember that one. Low, low, high, not low, high, high, sideways. Nothing. Alright, so let me just finish this. I don't want to make it a long video. Just remember that 2Bs are where it makes a higher high. Let me find the 2B. Okay, so it makes a, where are we? What happened here? Why can't I move it? Okay, here we go. This is today's action. So right over here you can see where it makes a higher high and a higher low, then it makes a higher high and an immediate lower low. Takes out the swing. That's all you got to know is if it takes out the swing, and it does over here. So right up here would be my area of getting in, and maybe broken even, but just for visual understanding, it's where you made a higher high and a high, use the tool, a higher high and a higher low, then a higher high, then an immediate lower low. In other words, no 1, 2, 3 got formed. Otherwise, you take the 1, 2, 3. But since it went from a higher high to a higher low because it took out this swing here, that's what makes it 2B. The way Trader Vic, who invented the 2B, he used to take, a break over here. Here's the thing about getting in on breakouts and stuff. Breakouts get you. First of all, it's going to require bigger stops when you use breakouts. That's number one. Number two is breakouts. You always end up buying at retail prices. I'm always buying at the wholesale price. So in other words, if I'm going to take a breakout over here, I'm buying at a retail price. I'd rather buy up here where it's wholesale. It's cheaper. You're getting in at a better price. Who wouldn't want to get at a better price? Would you rather buy a car at $20,000 or get and buy the same car at $18,000? So hopefully this helps. So watch this video.